just walked in front of that. I think I'm gonna ditch the blind. Kind of a risky thing to do, but that was insane. I do not know what to think.
Blind in the Sitka. It's supposed to rain a lot.
It's November 2nd.
I just shot the biggest buck in my life.
Does not like to stay on the trail.
Yeah.
Chance to chase our prey. Tune up your bow, fall is finally here. Load up the truck, bows and the gear. Camo and boots, we hit the stand. The wind is right just as we planned. At the break of dawn, looking around, whitetail inside our hearts start to pound. Day game adventures
cool
have a while. Brothers in spirit, heavy and wild. From sunrise to the evening's glow, it's the hunt of life, it's what we know. It's the hunt of life, it's what we know.
Alright guys, welcome to Take Aim Adventures. In this episode, you'll actually be following me around for my season, and
AKA the Prowler.
The Prowler, yes.
Prowler. A very proud name that he has inherited and taken over the mantle of.
from my grandpa, I guess.
A regular form of hunting
His
in
grandpa,
West Michigan.
which we all know quite well, prided himself on, didn't really like to sit much when he hunted. He liked to prowl, and he called it prowling.
Because he couldn't hold still.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
the Prowler.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, lest I interrupt.
This year was kind of fun. It was one of those things where you're doing all the work early season, putting in the food plots. David and I hunt this property together, and we've had a great time hunting this piece, and it's fun to put in the food plots and start seeing it grow and start seeing the deer pop up. So this year, I put my Tacticam review out there, and the very first picture I get is of a really nice buck, and I just like, let's go, baby.
October can't get your fast enough.
Exactly. Then I was able to get out there and do some fun summer scouting, see them. And this is a piece where a lot of years you see some nice bucks in the summer, but you know, it's kind of discouraging come October, like where'd these guys go?
To chase the does.
Yeah, exactly. But come, you know, the beginning of October, some of them were still sticking around. So it was really fun to get out there. First hunts in the Slayer blind, and I see one of our target guys.
I can't believe you gave up. Come on, this whole season. Doesn't have the discipline to stay in the blind.
No.
I mean, I did for most every other.
Yeah. it's a phenomenal hunt.
Alright, morning guys, it is October 2nd. I couldn't resist coming out for a morning sit. I tell you what, people, there is nothing that gets you going like seeing your first nice buck of the year. Had a buck that we called the Wave A. We thought he was a 9, he's actually really a 10. And he just cruised through here at like 40 yards. Even his toe popped out of nowhere. And I got too much brush and tree limbs over the whole area that he crossed through. I didn't have a shot.
WinSense Active Vapor ups your hunting game. Proven effective up to 300 yards away. Scent released during your entire hunt. Over 30 plus cover and attractant scents available from some of the top brands in the scent industry. Up your scent game with our long-lasting scent tanks and highly potent scent pads. Active Vapor for deadly success.
We were standing right over this wind scent while I shot him.
Does wind scent work? I'm here to tell you it does.
This segment is brought to you by HuntWise Hunting App, Matthews Archery, QAD Rest, HHA Sports, Ultra Arrows, and Slick Trick Broadheads.
I was so hoping it would happen. It was close. close, bro. And I only have a couple more days. It's Tuesday. Gun season starts Friday. I got a shooter buck chasing behind me. And Friday is gun season, so probably gonna be my last archery hunt till gun season. Yesterday, dude, I came so close. I had the buck that I've seen multiple times and I've almost shot at. I had him at like as close as 65 yards. He circled right around me. Never came in close enough though.
I mean, it's been a long season for you chasing deer, I know that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you feel so close a couple times. I mean, some of our main shooters, I had him within I had him 40 yards once, then I had him like that one time, literally do a massive circle around me at like 65 yards. Just, I want to kill something with my bow, like come on, man. So yeah, on that last archery sit of the year before gun season, I'm walking back to the truck. And it was a windy morning, it was cold. I'm just like, I'm gonna go back into work, get some work done. And I'm walking back to the truck, I see a fresh scrape, and then all of a sudden I bump this buck with the doe. And they bump into this bog. And they didn't really know it was up. So I'm just standing there. I stand there for probably like 10 minutes and I'm just watching them. I'm like, well, I've got this MagSafe mount from 4th Arrow on my bow. I could throw my phone on there and go after them and at least see if I could get close. You never know.
See what happens.
I've got one of my shooter 8-points in front of me chasing a doe. I've been putting a stalk on for like 20 minutes in this bog in the middle of our property. And then there's another shooter 8 on the other side. I got him at probably 65 yards right now, but I'm not sure where he is at the moment. His doe is closer to me than he is. MagSafe mount for my phone. My bow is amazing for this. It's the only way I'd be even in here trying to do this. The trickiest part is gonna be seeing his body well enough to get him a shot. I switched to my fixed blade slick trick. I have a perfect wind. I don't know where that other 8 went. Now I'm a little worried because I have a little small buck that's gonna end up downwind of me. That's not gonna be good. That little 4-point's about 40 yards in front of me right now. And I can't move. Oh, he's right there. Dude, he's right there. But I can't get up to him. That guy came as close as about 50 yards. The big guy did. But now I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna try to wait it out and hope that little guy doesn't spot me. If he does, it's game over. Most likely. He's right here.
Stabilize your firearm or crossbow from wherever you hunt, however you hunt. From ground blinds to ladder stands to side-by-sides to ultralight tripods, we have what you need to make long-range accuracy easy. Leading the industry in innovation, we offer some of the most modular and adaptable shooting rest on the market. Ditch the shake and steady your shot with Final Rest.
Good shoot, buddy. I'm in a vice, man.
This segment is brought to you by Bedford Camera and Video, Badlands Gear, 4th Arrow Camera Arms, Vortex Optics, Reveal Cameras, and Hornady Ammunition.
Dude, I don't know what I just did. I shot him. I don't know exactly use that new 4th arrow mount. So I haven't seen his head pop up in a little while. I bumped a doe that was still hanging out by me. She ran right past him. All he did was lift his head. I think that's a good sign. He didn't bump, so that's good. But we are going to take our sweet old time.
Man,
Dude, I couldn't.
what a hunt! Can't believe that works. That you got a shot on him at all.
Dude, it's one of those things where I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this ever gonna work? Like, I didn't want to. I got within 60 yards. I did not want to go any further. I'm just gonna sit here, and I thought that little buck was gonna ruin the hunt. He actually made that other buck come closer to me, and he was like 25, 30 yards when I shot, and I didn't know really where I hit him. I switched my arrows from. I had a Slick Trick expandable, and then I switched it to a fixed blade, and that was the only arrow I didn't have a lighted knock on. So in the video, I couldn't see exactly where I hit him.
Flying blind.
Right.
Yeah.
The way it worked out was crazy, and then to see him run and then bed down, I didn't really know where I hit him, but I knew he was hurting pretty good. So I waited like an hour. I'm sitting there like, should I back out? Should I, what should I do?
Let's go. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He is such a cool deer. He is so tall. He's got nice mass, and look at that. Look at that brow tine. All right, guys, well, it was a wild morning. I couldn't believe it. I was actually just walking back from hunting on the north side of this property. I'm walking along the edge of this big bog we have right in the center of the property, and I bumped this guy. He was hot on a doe. So I decided, well, I'll use the 4th arrow MagSafe mount, throw my phone up there, see if we can pull off filming him. So I stalked him. I don't know, it was probably a good hour and a half. Absolutely crazy. Really wild stalk. Finally, he came in with another buck. They were kind of distracted. And then I had him at about 25 to 30 yards, somewhere in there. I quick stood up, I'm like, it's now or never. Took a quick shot. I had no clue where I hit him. So I just waited there for a while. He actually ran off a little ways, stood at about 100 yards, and then just bedded down. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now. So I just kind of stood there for a while. Eventually I could see him lift his head and then put his head back down. So I knew he was hurting good. I had no clue where I hit him. So I ended up sneaking up real close, put a finishing shot off on him, but super thankful, super blessed to shoot this. This is definitely my biggest Michigan buck. Definitely the biggest buck with the bow too. So first buck with the Ultra arrows, those things are great. And yeah, it was really fun to be able to have that 4th arrow MagSafe mount, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to go after him and get video. So super thankful.
That's a phenomenal buck.
Very cool.
But then fast forward, how many days?
So 3 days later,
Same area?
season, same area. Go out again.
It's the perfect combination of comfort, durability, and ease of use. Made in the USA of the highest grade materials to last a lifetime. 5-sided design with a spacious carpeted interior and almost panoramic view. Windows large enough for both rifle and bow hunting. Modular design for easy setup and teardown where equipment can't go. Towers and an array of blind accessories available. Choose the outfitter grade hunting blinds from Slayer Blinds.
Stop guessing and start hunting with confidence. With HuntWise, you unlock hour-by-hour wind prediction, public and private land intel, and whitetail movement probability forecasts built on real data. Get 7 days free at huntwise.com/take aim.
This segment is brought to you by WinScent Electronic Scent Vaporizer, Tree Thrasher 3-in-1 Deer Call, Dual Game Calls, Final Rest Shooting Systems, and Slayer Hunting Blinds.
Alright guys, well, it is second day of gun season. We're gonna sneak out, probably sit in the Slayer blind most likely. It's a pretty good wind for that spot, so we're gonna sneak out there. I think I'm gonna put the WinScent unit a good ways away from the blind and just turn it on and leave it running. I won't be able to control it with the remote from there, but I'm just gonna give that a try with some P7 Seduction.
Alright guys, so I just got set up in the Slayer blind, and now I'm a little torn. So I just moved my Tacticam reveal to a fresh scrape on this side of that bog. It's actually the exact spot that I bumped the buck I shot on Wednesday. I bumped him right there. And beautiful fresh scrape, so I decided to put that there. And then look what just walked in front of that. He has a split little crab claw in the front, which is just like a buck we call Nueve, but I'm not sure if he is Nueve. I can't see his brow tines. Nueve has a split brow, which makes him a 10 point, so I'm a little bit torn. I'm tempted to go just sit over the bog. Alright guys, well, I think I've made up my mind. I think I'm gonna ditch the blind and go back to spot and stalk. It worked pretty well during bow season, so we might try with the gun. At least we don't have to get as close with the gun. We're gonna reposition. I brought the monopod stake with me for my camera just in case. We're making our move. We're making our move to the bog. Oh, I've made it a good ways through the bog. I'm just gonna try to go like another 50 yards. There's a good chunk of pine trees right in front of me. If I can get to those pine trees, I think I'll just hang out there. I've got perfect wind. It's blowing up to my right behind me. I'm at about the middle of this bog. Kind of a risky thing to do, but I wanted to try it. He looks like a shooter. I have him at 232 yards, but I do not have very good rest, so I'm not sure. I might be able to sneak up to one of these pine trees and rest on that. Insane. I do not know what to think. I don't know, he ran a little bit and then stopped. Then he just kind of casually ran off. So I really don't know what to think. That was wild. He's a nice deer. He looks like a nice deer. That was so wild.
Alright guys, well it's about a week after I shot that buck on the second day of gun season in the evening. We waited to go in there, went and looked for him, found decent blood, and then we just completely lost blood. Went back the next day, middle of the day, during the daylight, and looked and looked. I found a little bit more blood, but I had no direction really on where he was going to end up, so I body searched that whole piece, looked in the fields, didn't see anything, so I gave up on him. Wasn't sure what exactly happened to him. I knew I hit him decent, but I mean, deer are pretty tough, so. But fast forward a week, today got a text from the neighbor and he found my buck. So it's good to have closure on him. He is a really solid 10 point actually. He's got a cool crab claw there on that side. He's got a cool split brow tine there. So I am officially tagged out in Michigan, which I have not done in quite a while. So that's cool. Just wish I could have found him sooner, but nice to at least have closure on him, and you know, things don't always exactly work out how you want it to, but just nice to get him, and we'll put him on the wall.
Well, 2 bucks I mean,
in the exact same area too. Like the way it worked out, it's pretty crazy.
And you're living up to your new name.
yeah, the prowler.
The Prowler.
You know, this is the problem, is if you have something go right when you do something kind of wrong, and you feel confident all of a sudden that, hey, I have to just start walking everywhere and just keep moving. Who cares about putting scent?
So it's kind of crazy. It's like second day of gun season, David wasn't hunting the property that night, so I was all there myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it.
So he's unlucky.
Yes.
Or he plugs up your hunting property, so you got to tell him to stay out more often.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 on the prowl this year, and David got 0 because he sat in the stand too much.
Apparently.
Lesson learned.
Forget patience.
Yeah, no, exactly. Just start moving.
I mean, phenomenal hunt. It's great. 2 great bucks. Fun that the neighbor was able to call you later on. A lot of times that doesn't happen. So that is a really good thing. And thanks for the neighbors. Good shout out to them for being kind enough to say, I know you guys were looking for this, and because they could have just as well buried it and done something with that. So thank you very much for that. And don't forget, take aim with your life for the glory of God. Thank you for joining us.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Take Aim Adventures. Now, one of the tools that we use throughout the entirety of the summer and then into the season is our Tacticam Reveal Trail cameras. And these guys are very well built. The photo and video quality is fantastic. They work great with both carriers. Super nice cameras for really getting an inventory on your deer and seeing where your deer movement patterns are, and super helpful out in the field. This particular hunt, it was actually super vital in allowing me to know this deer was in a certain area. So that's really fun to be able to see where they're at, where they're moving. So if you want to get a really nice top-of-the-line cellular trail camera, definitely check out Tacticam. You can go to takeaimadventures.com and there'll be a link on the website to Tacticam.
Take aim adventures out in the wild. Brothers in spirit, rugged and wild.
There he is, people.
Can't
believe it happened. Feels so good to get one down.